Nice ambiguous qualifier. The bottom lane for Complexity. I'll throw it over to Studio to discuss this.
Alright, I could barely hold it as we were doing the sign out, but that is Chuuper on Blitzcrank. That is MeyeA on Lucian. As a result, we're going to have the reversal swap from the teams. And, you know, do you believe in Chuuper's Blitzcrank? Because if there's a time to believe, it's right now. Oh.
Okay, flash in, somewhat anticlimactic. Nothing quite coming out of that just yet. The grab will miss. 10 seconds left on that cooldown, but a very strong invade here by Complexity. MeyeA, man, he's known for his really great hooks, but without the ability to hook anyone, it's up to Chuuper to fill that role. TBD, they've got some interesting things going on for themselves as well. BrokenShard in the jungle on that Gragas. It'll be interesting to see how he wants to play this. Only 60 AD, but with 36 ability power there. It's going to start off with just a Hunter's Machete and Health Potion. Same thing for Ninjaken, who does get to play as Nocturne in this game.
You can tell Complexity, they're going for an aggressive invade here because Gragas is going to be fairly dependent on blue buff. Gragas does have mana issues just in general in lane. You factor in that he's going to be spending a lot of mana just on Body Slam. They want to make sure that Gragas doesn't have an easy time getting his own blue buff. The question will be, will Complexity immediately have Ninjaken rotate towards their own blue buff to go for the blue buff equalization, or are we going to see just the standard trade for trade? Complexity, they're going to take that blue buff and they will be spotted out by Westrice.
Body Slam to start things out. It's going to be a red buff start for BrokenShard. MegaZero is just going to check out the blue buff. Has been awarded out by both teams, so either way, they're going to know about the fate of that buff coming up next. Blitzcrank taking a little bit of a time to get towards the mid lane, where Complexity will 2v1 Arthelon's Kassadin.
Oh my god, Chuuper burning that flash on Kassadin. That's actually huge now, because there's nothing Arthelon can do in lane. Like, it's already a tough lane, but when you have no defensive options, that means if he gets hooked, he's dead no matter what. He's going to be playing so far back. This is horrible for Arthelon. And now the blue buff still going on. You can tell Complexity is reacting, though.
And MegaZero is going to get right in there, walk straight into Bubbadub and BrokenShard. Barrier out there, gets ignited, but will walk away successfully. BrokenShard trying to take him out. First blood taken down, but can BrokenShard get away from this? The answer is no. There's Robert, still pretty excited, but not excited enough. Dodges away from the hook, flashes over the wall. Ninjaken's right there with red buff, and MeyeA able to take him down.
A little bit too aggressive from Roberto. It was great play from TBD. They had the numbers disadvantage because it was going to be a 4v3 for a moment there. But luckily, MegaZero kind of walked in on his own, and TBD punished him hard for it. The problem is, afterwards, Roberto, going for that extended chase, walked into 3 champions. And Jinx, she's not an Ezreal. She's not a Grave. She doesn't have any mobility skills besides her passive. That passive wore off. The excitement killed down. And that was it. There was no good option for Roberto. Still, very, very even in gold, especially with the changes into First Blood gold. However, in terms of minion experience and levels, it's going to be interesting to see if MegaZero can really stay in his lane. Like, Roberto is not there for a bit, but he missed out on a lot of experience by dying in that river for that First Blood.
Mid lane Arthelon is down to half HP, but if this is any indication of the way that the early game is going to go, there's going to be a lot going on here. MegaZero taking down to half hit points as well, so 2v1 lanes proving to be very difficult there for those solo laners. The 1v1 up in the top lane is Jintae's Malphite taking on Westrice's Riven. I like that matchup from a defensive stance on Malphite, but it does look like Westrice coming down here, catching out Chuuper there, gonna go down there, 1v3s, gets the mana barrier. Is this gonna keep him alive long enough? Still alive, gets ignited, goes down. Westrice, though, the last surviving member up there for TBD, will actually use some cute little jukes there and jumps over the wall with the last tick of broken wings.
That brief moment where he sat there, it's like, can he do it? I'm pretty sure he can get over that wall, and just casually juking out at the last second. This is constant aggression. Chuuper is going for more of a roaming Blitzcrank build. As a result, MeyeA is getting a lot of farm mid lane, and he's able to lane very easily versus the Kassadin. Arthelon doesn't have a good response to this. I kind of like this decision. Instead of trying to pressure down Kassadin, it actually MegaZero takes a lot of damage bot lane. Should be able to walk out away from that, though. Instead of focusing down on Kassadin with that Blitzcrank, just send him across the map. You can very easily set up kills for other champions. And even though there's a lot of death going on, Complexity is still kind of maintaining the map control, maintaining minion wave control.
So a little bit of downtime after 5 kills in 5 minutes. game off to a very good start. Westrice is going to be pretty happy with his top lane situation, just freezing the lane right outside of his turret. It will finally push on in, but a lot of CS left for him to pick up in the 1v1 matchup. We've got 2v1s elsewhere on the map. Grab onto a minion. Chuuper not able to connect that onto Bubbadub or ROBERTxLEE. Bottom lane Ninja Ken is going to do battle with the white and then look to probably head down towards bottom or stick in the jungle for a level 6. And then that white actually does a whole lot of damage, sending him back to base before he goes back into the jungle. MeyeA heads back to base himself. Does he have enough gold for the BF sword? The answer is no. Just going to go ahead, grab on up that Vamp Scepter, and probably, yeah, double Doran's blades as well.
Now, this is something I didn't get a chance to point out during the champion select, but the complexity team comp versus Kassadin, it's pretty neat. So, the problem the teams have when they build a comp against a Kassadin is usually there's 1 or 2 squishies. And these are champions at Kassadin. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to kill them before they can do anything. However, complexity doesn't really have squishies. Mundo obviously will be tanky. The only squishy champions will be Blitzcrank, and Blitzcrank actually gets a lot of base defense from his mana shield. And MeyeA, but MeyeA will have barrier, MeyeA will have a lot of life still, he should be able to survive a Kassadin combo. So as a result, there isn't a good insta-burst target for Arthelon. So it's going to be a lot longer before Arthelon's going to have that same burst potential to chunk someone low compared to normal games. And it's going to make him a lot weaker, more neutered than we saw earlier today, especially with his play. So if Complexity can take a really good mid-game push, that's when they'll take control of the game, that's when they'll take control of the map.
Holy crap, Jinte has 76 ability power there versus Westrice, but not a lot of defensive stats. As Westrice going in underneath the turret, gets bursted down, the flash out from Jinte. He stays alive, Ninja Ken right there in time, and Westrice with the unsuccessful dive. Battle Bunny Ribbon heads face into the dirt. There's Jinte with a successful kill under his belt. 2-0 there for Nocturne. That's why you don't give that to Ninja Ken. Dive down bottom lane, burst damage onto Chuuper as BrokenShard is going to get in there. Dodges the cleaver out, but probably a little bit of the worst for where gets ignited. Will not go down there. It's MegaZero who will ultimately meet his untimely demise as BrokenShard gets out alive.
And unfortunately, just Chuuper, he is still relatively squishy. He's only level 4, having roamed across the map so much. Bubbadub has taken the experience lead as a support, which, you know, it's not the biggest deal. It's only 1 level, but when you're level 4 Blitzcrank, the base stats just aren't enough. The mana shield is being taken out pretty much by just 1 rocket grab. Now, as for those dives, it's really, really hard for MegaZero to provide any protection to someone like Chuuper, because he can throw out the Sivir, he can keep people in place for a sec, but BrokenShard is mobile with that body slam. Even though it does have a longer cooldown when it doesn't hit someone, he's using that body slam to get in, he's using that body slam to get out. And
right now there's Paranoia in the mid lane. Yeah, immediately Arthelon going down. Zap to land will not hit on Ninja Ken. Neither will that death sentence. Ninja Ken gets out with his 3rd kill of the game. Just going off so far. Doesn't even have any offensive items and still able to get exactly where he needs to go. Ashes to dust to clear out the middle lane with the culling as the first dragon of the game will get taken down by Complexity, off to a 2-kill, 1-dragon lead over their opponents there in TBD.
Now, really, really good use of the Nocturne ultimate. Normally, Nocturne ultimate, you know, use to start a fight. If you use it just as a finisher for a kill, it has such a long cooldown, you have to make something happen with it. And by immediately rotating towards
all in underneath the top turret, Knight goes down once again. The ultimate, but this time it's a 1-for-1 as Westrice finally able to take out Jinte deep underneath his turret.
This is a really funny build from Jinte because it is horrible at staying alive versus Ribbon. Like Malphite, he's a tanky champion. When he builds tanky items, ROBERTxLEE in a bit of danger.
Oh, Chuuper looking for the grab. Robert, can you dodge it? The answer, yes. Zap to follow up, and there's Bubbadub. Get the play backwards. Chuuper in a lot of trouble. Body slam from BrokenShard. ROBERTxLEE gets excited off of a kill on Chuuper.
And he actually had Arthelon teleporting in, canceling the teleport, realizing that there is really no danger and no reason to be there besides. Like, he could have picked up the kill, I guess, but that was about it. Death Sense does land on the MeyeA.
Body slam, super mega death rocket, auto attack. Here's the red buff, but always explosive cast through the turret. BrokenShard, everything in his path's just dying. The jungle Gragas power. 2 kills, 3 assists, and 6 and 6. The score now tied for TBD.
Think about that control, that displacement. I mean, you're dealing with a play, you're dealing with that Gragas, and you still have that Kassadin to take out if you're Complexity. Like, alright, he's not that scary yet, but They have so much fight control, and especially against a team that has so much tanky DPS that aren't really that mobile after they use their initiation skill. There's so much fight control. Now Westrice in a bit of danger bot lane. MegaZero going aggressive.
At bottom. Mega's gonna get in onto that. Westrice does not have his ultimate just yet. I was wondering why he wasn't going for the all-in. That's just because Blade of the Exile not back off cooldown. 1, 2, 1, and there we go. Now if we see that all-in, it's gonna go a little bit differently because, of course, ultimate back up onto Ribbon. Disengage there in the mid lane. Bubbadub kind of low, looking to go back to base, but does have some regen from Nomad's Medallion if he wants to stay in lane. Finally heading on out of there as he strikes a pose. Heading back out. Now it's Arthelon to go up against Jintei. This is where the AP kind of matters a little bit more, as Jintei, out of mana though, very vulnerable to this dive.
Yeah, Arthelon's going to make sure to apply constant pressure, going to constantly spam out his Null Sphere, because if Jintei ever gets a shield, that's a lot more mana Arthelon has to use, and it's a lot of pressure if he loses control of that fight. They do send BrokenShard up there. Chuuper is back mid lane. Can he get Roberto? Not quite. He's just been so close with so many of these hooks, but they're not landing, and he just keeps dying.
So close and yet so far. He even has that Power Fist on there. Another Death Sentence, though, will land him into the zap the play backwards. There's going to be Flame Choppers, but it's going to be ROBERTxLEE. I feel like the grabs work in reverse there for Chuuper, because every time he thinks he can grab one, there's actually going to be Explosive Cast there onto MeyeA, who will go down here, looks for the kill onto ROBERTxLEE, cannot find it. It's BrokenShard. Lands his 3rd kill of the game onto MeyeA.
That is Chuuper's 3rd death to that. Like, very specifically, he gets hit by a death sentence, they toss out the chompers, and he just has to sit there and die. Westrice in a bit of danger bot lane. The fear does land, the tether was successful. Westrice getting low, can he escape this rapid?
Oh, Mega's going under the turret, deep in that paint. Hits him up, takes him down, and Ninjaken there to get out alive. Body slam in from BrokenShard, probably not looking for a kill, but will defend that turret as MegaZero. Ninjaken disengaged with a kill onto Westrice.
This is an oddly balanced like mismatch of power, because who's strong right now for TBD? A lot of it's going towards Jinx, a lot of it's going towards Gragas. Compare that to Complexity, where right now it's all Ninjaken, it's all MegaZero, as Chuuper just having no fun in the mid lane.
Jintei gonna get locked up there by Flame Choppers, tries to power slam his way out of that turret. Bubbadub still alive, but not for long. Chuuper will die as well. ROBERTxLEE cleans it up with a double kill.
So we're going to have a very powerful Nocturne, a very powerful Dr. Mundo, because Mundo's just been sitting there farming nonstop, has a bunch of experience. And we're going to compare that to the very strong Jinx, or the very strong Gragas. And of course, the Arthelon taking time bomb just off to the side, farming up what he can. When it comes to Complexity, they have to start applying some pressure now, because eventually Mundo, yeah, he gets really tanky, he's really hard to kill. He's a very powerful champion. But we're dealing with so much display, with so much kite and fight control from TBD, he's going to have trouble reaching the back line, and he won't be able to get to Roberto. So Complexity have to start making plays now, and actually MeyeA in quite a bit of danger.
Yeah, BrokenShard going in, gets the flash body slam, the slowdown onto MeyeA. Westrice looking for the kill. There's Super Mega Death Rocket, unable to take it down. It's actually Westrice with the kill onto MeyeA. Once again, the bottom lane having some issues here. For Complexity is now a combined total 1 and 9. 12 and 8 to score, though, as, yeah, bottom lane going a little bit better there for TBD. ROBERTxLEE, 5, 1, and 4.
75% of Complexity's deaths are from the bot lane. That is just how this game is going. Now, Complexity, they're still fine because, actually, they're still fine because that Explosive Cast will save both Chuuper and Ninjaken. But here comes Arthelon.
Deep underneath the turret, Chuuper in a lot of trouble, looking to go down again. Ninjaken's there to try to keep him alive, but he will fall. Arthelon cleaning it up, and there is actually Westrice there to pick up the last one of those kills. Arthelon hasn't grabbed the kill yet. Support Kassadin with the Rod of Ages first, 0, 1, and 2, but the rest of his team picking up the slack.
Okay, things are no longer fine for Complexity. There was that moment where it's like, alright, MegaZero's doing well, Ninjaken's doing well. If Nocturne can finish that Triforce quickly enough, maybe he can burst down a target. The problem they're running into now is they just have no control over the map. Chuuper and MeyeA are so weak right now that they will get torn apart by anybody. And Ninjaken, MegaZero, they can't be all across the map at once. They have to make something big happen with Ninjaken's next ultimate. They got to pick up a kill, they got to pick up a dragon. It has respawned. So this is the moment for Ninjaken and MegaZero to really use their advantage. Jintei also, he hasn't gotten a lot of farm, but he's gotten a lot of kills. So he's got the death cap, or death fire grabs. He can burst down a target very quickly. It is now his time to make a really big presence on the map. His problem, though, is he's just so squishy. Actually, Dragon will be going towards Complexity, pick it up very quickly. So if Jinte can blow someone up, if they can take out a target, then rotate and take an objective, they can get quite a bit done.
Unstoppable force on ROBERTxLEE. The dive in from Ninjaken shut down MeyeA. Now worth gold again, which is somewhat unfortunate. Death sentence dodged away there by Relentless Pursuit. There's finally a grab landed there by Chuuper onto Westrice. MegaZero coming in. We got Arthelon over the wall, looking to take out Chuuper the first as the easy target. There's the Talisman of Ascension Flash getting him away from there. MegaZero now in a little bit of trouble as there's Broken Wings grab in from Chuuper, looking for the kill onto Westrice. Probably not the guy he wanted to grab in there. Westrice stays alive, and Arthelon with the assist wind up taking out both MegaZero and Chuuper.
Alright, we have the Chuuper blooper for today's game. Oh, that was unfortunate. If it'd been a half second earlier, maybe he could have saved his teammate. Maybe he could have actually picked up the kill, but you just that moment where you hook in the ribbon as your teammate dies and there's just nothing you can do, that has just got to sting quite a bit. Arthelon is so powerful now, able to just shred through Chuuper. Ninjaken is still squishy himself because he went for the Triforce build and hasn't quite finished it. Their tanky DPS composition that would actually be quite effective versus Kassadin has not built tanky at all, except for one champion. So, I mean, they're all weak to Kassadin right now, except for MegaZero. Even then, MegaZero does go down relatively quickly, not having that much magic resist. This is going to be rough, man.
This just shows you the contrast between now and the way that NACL started off. Complexity went 9 games undefeated before they finally lost their first game to Coast. And going into today's games, straw poll results revealing that To Be Determined actually favored 73% to just 27% of people who believe that Complexity can come back, and that just goes to show you losing Lattimortis, probably a big hit to their roster. Started out this game kind of backwards for Complexity style with an early game advantage that they then lost now 16-9 as TBD look towards Baron.
I mean, well, it's Complexity looking towards it, and they might need to do this. However, they're spotted out, they're forced to retreat. Mundo is an incredibly powerful Baron champion. Bubbadub, if you can land a Death Sense, if they can get MegaZero, oh, that would have been huge. That could have been a Baron there. Now Arthelon, he's in deep.
There's actually be power, nice grab on Arthelon, takes him down. Arthelon a little bit too overextended. Now Bubbadub's in danger. Play backwards, we'll try to keep him safe. MeyeA gonna get in there. Super Mega Death Rocket and the Ignite. Explosive Cask there from BrokenShard to take out MeyeA. Almost said Chuuper because I expected him to be the ADC, but a little bit different style here for this game. BrokenShard's got the ward of the wall, looking for Chuuper, Jinte, and Ninjaken. Could have body slammed over. Will look for the explosive casks. Trying to stop Chuuper. No, does not take him out. This should be unstoppable force, or rather just Jinte taking out Westrice. Westrice down. BrokenShard now behind enemy lines. Can he make it through the wall? Yes, we'll make it over safe and sound. Disengaging there. In the meantime, ROBERTxLEE's been taking down that middle turret and will use the extra auto attacks from that switcheroo to take down the second tier mid turret. 3 turrets down, a 1 turret advantage now for TBD.
BrokenShard getting destroyed by MegaZero, now turns around with the body slam. Arthelon has shown up, can they pick up a kill?
Oh, there's the rocket grab from Chuuper. Now the knockup onto Arthelon. Fear will not land as Ninjaken finally falls there. Robert there to pick up the kill, gets excited. A double kill though for Arthelon. He's starting to find some kills coming his way.
That was a very, very odd setup for TBD. There was just this brief moment where everybody was kind of everywhere, you know. Like you said, Roberto was pushing in mid lane. They had BrokenShard roaming to try and find a pickoff in the jungle. At the same time, Westrice initiated 1v3, so unexpected the 3 part. So it's just a very odd spread out fight for TBD, but they take out the mid turret, they pick up more kills in the end. And this is a very odd game. Now, Complexity are not out of it. Jinte's at level 11, he's got that DFG. He's building essentially Glass Cannon Malphite. The thing with Glass Cannon Malphite is he's very easy to kill, which might just happen right now, but he has so much burst damage. There's that burst damage.
Going in there, oh my god, yeah, how to commentate burst damage. The idea is that he dies, and that's exactly what happened. Jinte going down, Arthelon almost getting taken out there, but that's Void Stone passive really keeping him in there. 15% damage reduction against all incoming magic damage. In the meantime though, Complexity, they're doing that Baron thing, and you talked about how quick a Baroner MegaZero's Dr. Mundo would be, but the teleport in from Arthelon, trying to find a kill, not able to take out Chuuper. Baron taking Ninjaken very low as ROBERTxLEE picking up a long-range kill with a Super Mega Death Rocket from across the map. MeyeA gets away, Arthelon finds a kill onto MegaZero. but it's BrokenShard, grabs the buff, and with a little bit of map hacks, it's a double kill for Arthelon, closing that out. A 4-for-0 exchange. Robert grabs the kill and Baron buff, both from across the map. He's pushing down the bottom lane. TBD looking to close things down.
I mean, Complexity is showing that try again does not necessarily work if you're doing it with the try again warded Baron. Chuuper now trying to pick off Roberto, doesn't land the hook. Rapid, I think we've reached a point in the game where the very diverse composition from TBD with like essentially 3 snowball characters in Jinx, Cass, and Riven has snowballed out of most control. They can really come back on this Complexity can with just a good initiation. But I don't know, man. I don't know, Rapid.
I don't know either. Neither does Ninja Ken. He's gonna flash away, does hit the box slow, and there's an auto attack. Gets ROBERTxLEE excited. When you run a 3-threat composition, you really just your hope is that one of your carries will snowball. And then you have that odd game where all 3 of them snowball. MeyeA, or Chuuper rather, not really sure where he needs to go. There's going to be the all-in onto ROBERTxLEE. Flashes over the wall, Ignite's going down. Will it be enough? Robert does fall down, and there's the all-in from Jinte, finally working out.
Roberto killed himself by attacking the white. Like, he flashed over the wall, auto-attacked the white, and died to the white's damage. I think he actually needed to lifesteal off the white to survive it, but the thing is, he attacked it right away. And Bubbadub wasn't in range to tank it, so a little bit unfortunate for Roberto. Ultimate use top lane, try to take down Westrice.
A spell shield will block the stun. Westrice now going to get feared out there. Cleaver will land. Westrice not going to have a good time. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run or hide, and there is going to be the kill. MegaZero taking him down for his first kill of the game.
Now, that can be the turnaround point. They do have great pickoff potential with Ninja Ken's ultimate, with Arthelon stealing that red buff very casually from Ninja Ken. That's got to sting. But the pickoff potential is huge from Complexity. You know, Malphite with the AP burst, Ninja Ken with his ultimate, and his Triforce build, he actually has very high damage. So they can try and play more of a pickoff game, and when I say they can try, it's what they have to do. They're not winning a team fight unless Jinte gets a 5-man ultimate. If Jinte gets a 5-man ultimate, TBD, they gotta feel bad about that one. So if they're gonna play this pickoff game, they just gotta get that ward coverage out, just look for aggressive invades very briefly to get wards down and stay in the jungle. And with that, they can just completely try and change the pace of the game. If they just go for this laning phase, go for more just straight up 5v5s, they're gonna get beaten. Just too much displacement from BrokenShard, too much damage from both Westrice, ROBERTxLEE, and even Arthelon has just scaled to that Kassadin. That scary Kassadin point of the game, picking up a Nashor's Tooth actually.
The Nashor's Tooth, you know, that's one way to play your Kassadin. It kind of synergizes with his Netherblade, but without that Netherblade being maxed, that synergy is going to be somewhat diminished. Now MegaZero going to throw down Sadism immediately, the Ignite to deny a little bit of that extra health coming his way. Westrice will pick up the kill there with the Empowered Wind Slash any second now. There it is, the Execute Westrice. Getting revenge on MegaZero for killing him earlier on, but now Arthelon going in on Ninja Ken. There's going to be the Lantern there just to keep Arthelon safe and sound. Rift Walk to grab the kill as Arthelon unstoppable.
Damage from Arthelon's actually insane. The Nashor's Tooth, even though he doesn't have his Netherblade maxed out like you said, it's crazy. Look at Chuuper just getting destroyed by the auto attack now.
Yes, oh my god, Chuuper gets pulled back. Arthelon dominating. I really like the cooldowns. Oh, the all-in over the wall. There's the DFG. Will it be enough? No, because he got the DFG after the burst damage from Unstoppable Force. So not enough to take out Arthelon. This Void Stone serves him well once again. TBD will take down the first base turret of the game and the first inhibitor as well.
I believe Arthelon was in the fog of war, having just left that top lane after getting that kill. So Jinte just didn't have the time. MegaZero now going for the aggressive, I don't even know, poke out, and almost being taken down just by standing by his own inhibitor. Ninja Ken used the ultimate, can't chase on Arthelon though. And they take out that inhibitor.
Oh, super mega death rocket. I was worried about MegaZero for a while there, as 2 megas colliding would most likely result in his untimely demise. Demise for the mid lane inhibitor. Death sentence there on a Chuuper in the battle of the hooks. It appears as if Bubbadub is the better hooker, as Chuuper falling down there as well. Second inhibitor goes down, and now pretty sure Ninja Ken, he's hiding out. He's got his Fortress of Solitude down there in the bottom base turret, and he's gonna be a long wait from his base now as he's looking towards BrokenShard or Robert, just trying to stop them out there. Doesn't even try to spell shield that zap, and there is a dark passageway pulling BrokenShard away to safety.
I was hoping to see TBD try and bait out Complexity out of their base, so that way Arthelon could teleport behind them with the ward they've placed in there. But now, 2 inhibitors down, 15,000 gold lead for TBD. Rapid, I think this might be just short of a done deal. I do not see how Complexity can come back into this. Jintei doesn't have enough burst damage. MegaZero, God bless him. He's tanky, but he's not tanky versus Arthelon. He's not tanky versus Westrice, who now has that last Whisper to back up his Bloodthirster Brutalizer combo. And just, there are really 4 snowball characters. Gragas can snowball himself quite efficiently as well. And they've all snowballed. They all have a bunch of kills and a bunch of CS and a bunch of gold and a bunch of items to back that up. So there are so many threats for Complexity to take out at the beginning of a fight. They all deal ridiculously high damage and have ridiculously good control. That I don't know if they would even win a fight with the 5-man Malphite ultimate. It'd probably be a pretty great fight for them. Might come out even, but it would not be like an easy win.
Oh, but now going in, Bubbadub's got soul, but is he a soldier? Death sentence over the wall will not connect. And that is going to be a failed engage. But Jintei, he's the one looking with death in his eye. A death cap, death fire grasp, a lot of death there. And there is the engage. Blows BrokenShard apart. Good night, sweet prince. BrokenShard, he's out and grab over the wall into Arthelon. No burst damage to follow as he will rift walk his way back to safety.
The thing with Cassidy as well is if he starts the rift walk, if the animation proceeds, the only way to stop it, I believe, is with a knock-up. Like, even a stun will have trouble interrupting that rift walk. The ward survives. The Oracle Sweeper, not quite enough. And the ward that got Arthelon hooked in the first place will carry on. Now, 2 inhibitors down. If TBD wants to finish off the game, they can try and push that bottom turret in and just go for a triple inhibitor push with that. If they want to just go for kills, they can just kind of hang out mid lane and try to pick up anybody who shows up.
They're just gonna hide over this wall repeatedly and just bait them out of the brush. MegaZero throws a trinket and there's a cleaver to stop Arthelon from doing just about anything. He rift walks and then before the rift walk completes, takes the lantern. So not sure how that works out, but either way, gets out.
Chuuper. There goes Chuuper.
The struggle, so real up there in the top lane. Chuuper will fall down there for yet another blooper. Super minion, the difficulty will finally die. Ninja looking to die there to Westrice, but we'll get some help from MegaZero. He flashes the cleaver, tries for the win/kill, can't quite find it, but now on to MegaZero. Super Mega Death Rocket will not land, and Mega goes down to the last auto attack from the 320 attack damage Westrice, whose shield is currently giving him a total of 476 health. There's going to be a zap landing on his Jintei, who's going to try to get himself out, culling all over the place. MeyeA flashes backwards away from the barrel there. ROBERTxLEE trying to dive, gets grabbed underneath, double Nexus turrets, gets excited, gets away. Westrice, though, with a rampage on a Ninja Cannon. Jintei's combo's back up. He's got Deathfire Grasp and an Unstoppable Force. Who's going to be his target? And is it going to be BrokenShard? BrokenShard body slamming in. Jintei tries for the kill. Goes for it, gets the all-in, but is it enough? No! BrokenShard survives this time. The Nexus will not be so lucky.
BrokenShard might go down. The Ignite's ticking away. It looks like he will survive. One more. Oh, the last hit picks him up! I feel like that's the complexity. As Chuuper gets a kill, he gets the shutdown. Can he carry this game? He's getting all the moolah rapid. He can win this!
Chuuper's gonna get like a pentakill here. I'm not too sure about that. He's going in. The all-in. Support versus support. A triple so far. Can Chuuper get the kill onto Bubbadub? He's got minions to shield him from the Nexus. Crab will not land. The Nexus falls. 39-20 and 11-2 in turrets to be determined. Take the win over Complexity.
Oh, the silliness of that game. That was an enjoyable game. Definitely. Now, the team combat I expect to see from Complexity one more time. Rapid, how do you feel about Chuuper on Blitzcrank and MeyeA on Lucian?
Well, possibly one of the last times we're going to see MeyeA in the bottom lane there for Complexity. So it's a nice way to go out, just giving himself a try there at the AD carry role before he leaves the scene. But 2-6-2 the score there. A combined 6-21 for the bottom lane, whereas if you look at the bottom lane for TBD, I believe they went 14-6, so slightly switched up numbers there. Nice to see TBD looking in great form before they enter into the spring promotion, or the promotional playoffs for next season of LCS, which should be coming up here in not too long at all. So TBD looking extremely strong there. Not sure that this is exactly the kind of game that they'd bring when they're going into LCS relegations, but at the same time, nice to see them pick up a win over Complexity.